Bibiaka, and when newspaper mu, oh, go says, yeah, Baba. What's still? I am here. My bad jubilee household. Mama took a free. And you also not essence and you went into the state power amount. You don't want to acquire no so was a man. No. Say, where see a Mrekuduka. Say, and this for Burkina for Abba. And you are free and see Yagalam saying to Yanya. So you see, Ghana for Mempatem did you. But when stupid people are talking, then you need to let them know that you are too stupid. Dumps. Idiots. Kwasi afo ni aso ma gogu presidents won. Kwasi afo nkwa. At one breath. Ba ko say and this for na kofa Togo ene Burkina for. O wie ya na ba ko su gira enchen. Ye nya galam say ni tu ne etu china. So Ghana is in a mess. Ghana is in a mess. Nkrumah Ghana ni. Ghana is in a mess, bro. Yeah, I did wrong. Kwame, Makas will actually Ghana for. Kwame Maka. Me say MPP be free akunyaso, but omo ebejaya rebel groups in Ghana here. I don't know my no. It's just to worry the next future administration, beba. Omo sada. Yeah, two no year free a castle no. Yamuso fa kanda pa be pemene. Say ye yet ye krum. Of a Kandapan him say it can never happen in America. It can never happen in Europe anywhere. No civilized country. Say my ANSAH national security. National security na ye adi who be security matters. Security matters. Tell us, security matters. Na security no unia na wo say Kandapa ni kuroma commandant your friends of official omobusia a property. To ayira wa castle Ghana has say enya to ketwa. Come and tell us something. Fetre winsam. Yatiwa na Eastern Regional Minister Ako Bush. Obaya was say a true kura boys no enye easy. Bema a true no a kura no me ya no me mama dem and papa dem. Aya true no I almost see say ayira no ano. E no mo de ama omo boys. E wo boys wo. Kandapanum e wo mo boys. National security for boys no. E wo mo. Now, say, how can you fight Sankolawi? Enti, Damparenom so a cat, I was street mu. Almost out already, Huna, and Ma, Omunya Felicity, no man, I'm a governor no more. No more to be Bobudi, a Yibia Somaha. Now, a woman video about Quabaco, Nantet say robot no, Kim, now say, Yashiana. You didn't say keep move go move now Jimmy we obeko Vieni and where Vieni yes no kwasi ase no akwa kodibi boys ti rem higher adwene say nsuo monko ho she go move no na monko ho she go move no na monko ho what police headquarters the other no party police ni wajimi awiani atomo amwadi ye tomo ne face back ma wano ano kwasi asema be ka chiro bia suraj be ka chiro bia na wo koye e ma we wo kochi wo mo wo sese niema e wo waso eno ayi bi ba ku bi se ayi bi se da tenten ena se wo yo wa che de ni kakra hello over na me se why we Felicity ama governor voma wenum and akwachi omo wani abiri say konongo loro kwa ho na boys die tuo ani mfidie gira asase mu gidigidi go there monko and me say boys ni bi so aye video e wo galamsey site bi say omo twen police for no mpa omomra ombekum omo nyina aguru amu omo fo mo nko training o omo no mo ko test na ko chom se de ensi hwiri wo ne am de log ato om ko ho no mato dwom woyaye woya woyaye woya woyaye oya enu an no ma se aba oba de party be ka chirin bia wa jiminti obi ebo dawro e ma say ade na ebe ye no ebe say oman mu ni nyina na di na chi say watu car key enti go come hey move go hey go move say ye kire wadwuma say ya yi o ye adwuma me ahunu say wo de o ye party ni o ye lawyer wajimi ni makof o we kofi ada ne ma friend daddy asema Felicity no mo ka no enokra na anya nokre obi ne yire ne ma etu oman mu agudie ade kwakogu eya Seychelles any other places what ya ne show police atare na wo bo omo no ho ban wo be ba retirement ne wa ye mobo no wa tantantan wo sia police fo ni bi retirement na ro aho wa ye tantantan because at the papa e wo no say ohwema ye nyina ye ka ho asem no na bua oman no no ba retirement still na brabo atumpon no dabi onya kodru police headquarters na wi ekoto papa ye na dampare ne suraju de dada wo mu omoto papa ye ma wo awiano a ba bia wu e ma ntokwa e ma so no mo chi wo mo e ma ntokwa Oliver Voma wa de ne kura no say ada omo baba chimi say na omo de cast be 10 abesakwa ho and cast 10 no omo de be chimi nko a me nkura hwe no mo de ko wura no mu ekokoma ayaya and nkanso na ni nteye no mo yire no fridge esisi veranda mu sa no adekura police fo ni bia na ye omo obewu ane nice antata na fu adoa and I know say your friend say akwai kan ye boa me hu kan ye boa me hwe ne sa wa ye koso me hwe kan ye boa sa me say armed group and omo ebridi ama NDC any Ghana for no moja ho akọ obi a we smart bia no ube hu ade kura wo moye why enkola we can asem you are not looking at the message messenger no ye wahi agbanyaga and obusana how can a professional police leave his key in a car during such a crowd control? There be any day yankawasem. You don't yankawasem. You know a police ni MPP police ni na ye. Ti no sa mistake ni yanka. Wako for drones aba. When him say almost drones ni nyina ira. Drones na ba umia say okotoba en. O US kano $3 million ba umia US kano. Cromfo complete. Where we askano. Enti kwame. Drones no wa here. Say Jesus and Crawford Roma. Ano omo efa eye niema. Oh, so kwame. Straight ahead. Ghana ni bia wutie mi bia should know that eye omo. Because mo to drones from I am say 2021 or so. Mwako to drones no ntimi entwa babia maada Say you use drone, no, they identify this group of people. And your boys. And you're not script for boys. On met me a car. On met me a car. On met a drone, no. One video. Minerals Commission Director Quatras Empire FM. Say, Forestry there, and Yama womb to Omni Dinkum. Your president. President ya. Went me and we are mobile say, your forest reserves there. Charlie, yan toyabo. Was my shishamra, a yam ran mamma me quite say, me mancro for your forest reserves mu, no more co 2 and ya, no more a 2 assasiase, no more say yinsu. And ra, I can't know what to say, DJ President, I do you was a wine. Jump 4. Or ya dear Ketwabi, but oh, slow. And go out soon. Kakufadu tune and Uswamano. Osro John 4. Why your crowd way? Aquanet one. Busano say a day informing the decision. To enact a law that allow people to enter into our forest reserves. President, wait there, and that program no say anya awards no kra no a wo dey yi sa question we am Jomfo and can your hero over the whole world. Bro, and I was sharing him ebusa no say, Mr. President, yes sir. Just tell us in one sentence. A day informing decision to allow people to go and mine in our forest reserves. Samrano, a day in a bar with 3 months, yes, I didn't know. Jomfo, Mr. Kufadun Kunya, on your response, Mawa, Kabachimi Kotaridiano, our touch range. Because they wanted to invade Yanya a Japa deal no. Yamasi say your mineral resources now yama 500 million per Ghana farm printy and Yamasi semra no mama miame boys a rough forest no more kwa kutu some semra mobeka say illegal they say sma semra 2462 ma say airline no enie muntinsim o semra we me kasasa o kasa we are no man control BOBIE didi president atem obviously ya kan boko na so na me kan boko say asam na me kan boko na ye say ade oni pada sani ye no enti ye ya asem me kan boko say obviously wo kan ya to wo me to me bo say asam no kura down asem me to me bo say Tinka Jomfo Musa no say, Mr. President, what happened? Tell us. Yentemre kuduka. Tiemre kuduka. No abeti e free year you. Na ye twaso. Yeni buafo, yeni kamafo. Enpakuo bi.
Mate so say NDC for Mate so say NDC for Chishambophobia chi say bencha geshem bencha mining Chishambophobia atesi kwa kwanso o NDC for na be yesano anti awaha na segreshe no akau na sasa kwato amandisi abesi benka geshema mesebe ebi ebeni ya waha ana rollers abatichi kwafo waha otobe ma ana geshenti ene nyamiadom Dr. Mahmoud Baumia odini wasanin this year odi akani campaign team ho ọba no ana yɛdeɛ na ɔba no ana to boyi ɛpɛ papa maate so sɛ NDC foɔ hyehyɛ nkurɔfoɔ bi akyi sɛ bɛntwa yɛhyɛm bɛntwa manyinim enti nkurɔfoɔ bi ateɛ si kwan so ɔyɛ NDC foɔ na bɛyɛ saa no o enti ɛwɔ ha na sɛ gɛhyɛ na wahwɛw na sɛ sɛ akɔtoa ma NDC abɛsi bɛntwa gɛhyɛ ma mesrɛbɛ ebi ebeni yɛwɔ ha ɛna Rollins ɔbɛkyekye nkurɔfoɔ wɔ ha ɔtwa bɛ mmaa ɔnam gɛhyɛ nti ɛnɛ nyame adom Dr. Mahmudu Bawumia ɔde ne wasani ihyia ɔde afa ne campaign team hɔ sɛ mehwɛ ɔyɛ mining communities no mehwɛ so megye di sɛ yɛdeɛ na ɔba no anaa yɛdeɛ na ɔba no anaa to boyi maate so sɛ NDC foɔ hyehyɛ nkurɔfoɔ
Mami, I free you. Onipa.
Kwabrani who said we are winning the seats in the mining areas. So they decided to go. Kwabrani who said we are winning the seats in the mining areas. So they decided to go and import foreigners. No mo nyomo ba ya no man kan chom se munko in real no mu na munko to go do. O se munko nsuo no mu na munko tu. Na mo refi mu ho na the whole year. Inso aye problem da. Enya 1 month ya na started. Eye obi na opese anka omo ye na anka ye di speed. Na anka ya call na anka ya stop galamsey for na anka ya lose your seat. Ya stop you omo na. Ya stop you omo china. Na omo ko fa omo TV for na ko. Na omo kro for ka ena galamsey na galamsey ye tu no akra. Inso no ewa akra. Omombra Kumasi made demonstration and come yesterday. Kwabrani who said we are winning the seats in the mining areas. So they decided to go and import foreigners. No mo nyomo ba ya no man kan chom se munko in real no mu na munko to go do o se munko nsuo no mu na munko tu. Na mo refi mu ho na the whole year. Inso aye problem da. Enya 1 month ya na started. Eye obi na opese anka omo ye na anka ye di speed na anka ya call na anka ya stop galamsey for na anka ya lose yes
Unim dia ya me ya wono what ye opa omo mra me ya demonstration o Kumasi ka be ya steady enso onya santini o ayu asantifon to ayu yenim crofom to ayu enti we no odi nkwasi asem a na de ahya asantini on problem a ye wo Kumasi onya santini ayu onya santini udi omochi a ombemu abie wa no aka asem ani kwa ise woka onya santini obapa betra ayi efijase abedi pa no papa ya adwuma ewo ye friends deaf and dumb school no a ewo afijase no ewo sena me anti metro no ho timi ni momo papa betre afijase adi pa ya wo no ho wa bobo bibia ewo ho enu wadane asantini enu atimi ababedi MP indi se okasa jimi mu sei na se obi enimu a ose Kumasi fo se enso onya asantini na wo ayu wa nipa ba akufoi no wo se eye NDC na akwose sa eye foreigners aba Kwapam foreigners na wosi ye no so yempam wo ne yempam wo kira ne yempam wo a ye be lose your seat foreigners no omoto aba kwapam wo mai kwapam wo we yeso a doctor se hwan no hwe no se hwan no hwe no minimum ayare fo ko hwe wo we yes, a doctor. Yeah. Obi the foreigners now, per what you are telling us, which means you know for a fact. And ya we krano, and can say on my security friend na or boy na on my lead any tips. And you majuma so that you ne asare and you don't know how I'm. Felicity omekwa so akwa chi omo asoso omo nufu mu yare na ya omo de what is say am governor e ka say police ni bi so nofo e video no mu so that is or police ni mi an nofo am governor police headquarters na kama what me ajimi fu atimi adane ho concert party Nanka a free year way, asema a free year way air can no. And I have an almost say, one for a free year, no one for them side to cry, foreigners no as I say, no what's there. Near any as a Mocassia may boamo cry near Bebuamo, near no dear Siani. There be Yanadi Omonte, Obiako to Kaki. Go, move, hey, 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 yeah. A man when you bro almost a ma, Bessia, uncra to uncra uncrash, hey, ha, hey, move, hey, moi Jimmy, oh, dampare. Uri yo nu. Ajuma problem. Na for no high problem. Mo mo yenti no muntimi nko ho. Na muti fie na mo chese monya ema na mo tetagu yeso. Very good. Hwe mesra mo obi ahwe se the police forensic ahye wo mo. Hwe Felicity dio. Hwe. She. Wa she. She said we see as so mo voma wo. Omun kra ko de. Omun kra he. Can you imagine? So we have for ko wura mu ai. So we said we see as so mo hu. Nanka wi anu am asikwa so na mo kwa ade ya musi yakwa stop galam safe no. You are just wasting accoutrement. Yeah, you are just wasting accoutrement. And I odete lor kwem na ne ma ena eko. Odete ekwem lor kwem na ne ma eko tokwa. Asem na nipa na ka kire no so won ka asem bone. Me pamcho just listen to this. Ora alanchematia kasafa eye sa democracy hub for no yengonkoti ora.
Today I join many Ghanaians from all over the country. Today I join many Ghanaians from all over the country in expressing my utter dismay and condemnation for the continued incarceration of several young Ghanaians belonging to the Democracy Hub who took to the streets a few days ago to express their anger and frustration at the government's inability to deal drastically and substantively with the challenge of illegal mining, otherwise referred to as galamsey. The protests have exposed the failure of the current NPP government and the predecessor government of the NDC over the last 2 years to manage the natural resource endowment of our beloved country in a sustainable way and to optimize the benefits of these resources for the Ghanaian people. Admittedly, the acts of some of the protesters in the demonstration under reference were excessive in form and character and may have constituted a breach of public peace and order. But let me be clear that it is within the constitutional rights of any and every Ghanaian to express freely their opinions and to assemble in pursuit of their constitutional right of freedom of speech, expression, and movement. Fellow countrymen and women, in conclusion, I'd like to make a passionate appeal to the learned Attorney General and Minister of Justice, who is a fellow Santa Clausian and a young man himself, and therefore should strive to protect the legal rights of young people without compromising his professional integrity. My appeal to the Attorney General is to file an application for nolle prosequi to terminate the criminal case, or at worst, not to oppose an application for bail or the application for the abridgment of the period for which the accused persons have been remanded in custody. To the young people of Ghana, I'd like you to know, particularly those who have been arrested, that you are the heroes of our time. Today, I join many Ghanaians from all over the country in expressing my utter dismay and condemnation for the continued incarceration of several young Ghanaians.
So that's Ora Alan Martin, and said the Mika Kachemuno, and Ora Alan Martin, Echo Visite, a year Yeniaba Ama Governor. Yangoti, a year Ora Sam Crunchy Ankra, or Sofo Sam Crunchy Ankra, or also did not know Atumbi. Yankoti, a year Reverend Sam Crunchy Ankra. Into Otabe,
with the Inspector General of Police and the with the Inspector General of Police and the government, with the Inspector General of Police and the government, the young boys and girls who have been arrested recently because of the demonstration, the what do we call it? Something Hub. The group Democracy Hub demonstration for against illegal mining and against the hardship and the difficulties that are going on in the nation. I am pleading with government and the courts and the IGP, those young boys be released and give them bail and arraign them before court if they have done something wrong. Keeping them in the cells aggravates the situation and the problems. It makes more people angry and it makes more people wanting to do evil. So please, I am pleading. We are not saying that everything they did was right. For example, I condemn one of them who went and took the police vehicle car key, and then I am told he threw it away. We don't know that. Allegedly, he threw the keys away. If that was the case, definitely they went overboard. But when somebody is hungry, they become angry as well. And so sometimes it is hunger that is making them angry. And so if you want to punish them for expressing their anger, then their hunger will also kill them. And very soon we shall be losing all our young men and our young women. So as a father of this nation, one of the fathers of this nation, I'm asking, our sons have erred. Let's forgive them. Throwing them behind bars will not solve any problem. Let's release them, and then we are advising everyone, when you are going to have your democratic demonstrations, please, marching and your slogans and your placards are all that we want to see. We don't want violence in this. With the Inspector General of Police and the government, the young boys and girls who have been arrested recently because of the demonstration, the what do we call it? Something hub. The group Democracy Hub demonstration.
Right, so, this is Reverend Sam Crunchy Ankra. Yangotie Mr. Totobi Kwache, and also over the weekend, Oko Western region, and also did know ato a Democracy Hub Asemnumu AB, and he is
there's a bit of anger but that is not directed at any NDC person, because I can never be angry against a fellow NDC person. I am angry because yes, and before maybe last week okay demonstration I found a Democracy Hub. What one young people was in Kogu prison and police cells. What for? Because they were exercising their democratic right. Granted that ABR were they exceeded their limits, kakra, but is that the reason why they should be treated as criminals, common criminals? Since why the Amazon is that wapede we use one was the young people of this country. Galams is in sooner Galamse Asen Anamogwa. Nasa why they are Onoma why what the Galamse nature na wama sooner ayadenu. They are still walking around free people, and what annoys me is that they are contesting elections to become MPs. If you were Cape Coast North, if you were Takrady, if you were Takwa, say Ghana, Sonya Dema, Ghana Apumpana, and those people, a has an account, will never have the temerity, to stand and say that he's contesting the election. For Christ's sake. There's a bit of anger but that is not directed at any NDC person, because I can never be angry against a fellow NDC person. I am angry.
Pamacho said ya meka no ye bobo nsuo ene niema no kakra akoma enuanom. O frame me producer Kwame Kwachi a obema directives ochina ne ukuada ijinem afeni ahye na wotwena se enim se enuanom omumpa aba omujinamu a we have criminals walking around free. Cecilia Dapa we didi eda omo no eka asem di agye no edem. That is the kind of society in Saka. And when you have rogues, when you have a rogue as a president, a rogue ono ko jina London 2015 air and these 4 rogues, a big rogue like a Kufuado, a rogue, dumb person, a rogue to say a Kufuado way. Ti yɛbɛkɔ akɔhwɛ ɔmo biscuits pacho line here 02467353331 02467353331. Live studio as a Mikael Seminia Courage Nobi. On air deputy director for policy movement for change. Charles Akowa will join us in the studio, and Liso and Anakusipoko also will join us in the studio. And we ask these patriots to stand firm. Baby bia Felicity no bia no. We have them in our prayer. We have them in our thoughts. We are with you guys 247. Just stay calm. Akono amwasa no, you will definitely win. Nobi, akwaba.
Openyi. We ye nia.
Boko de.
Nyame adom pa obo ade adaroma.
Ami.
Adom ye nkwa eni ahoden enei.
Ami. Alhamdulillah.
Are hosem ba ko pene wo Ghana. Senene awoka no. Asesisi a Ghana na ye wo mu no. Their constitution ne kire se yenye no. Enu mu akoye bone. Ana bone mu abe papa. Esane abone yefo a ye de tumi ahwo mo nsa. Na tembe etimi ye me ya. Se me meti he me contributor to the ayekomu CCA.
Yasemu.
Yes.
Yasem ya. Courage yasem.
Nemu de mami arishimu.
Mwako fast mabetu ye so
papa. Nunti na ye mubi no. Ye ni abre gidi.
Mwako fa. But ye hui. Yeah, courage. It's never true. Obi ame mame sabe. Ye fear we na me hu ndisi dawo.
Bobie ANSAH de.
Ada me ni Akufo-Addo hia ya ne nipa amne ne kwa me ka kire ne se akwa obedi so country no. Mini Kuku Spencer te abrochire sisia. Kuku Spencer, me first time ni Akufo-Addo nya interaction was on phone. Ma ba Sempa FM foforo. Ena oni me di nkomo. So ano so na yire ni free mampon. Ti o full se be me asantini amagimi o. O ka asem kire me a menhwe na me di akiri. So we spoke on phone by Menfino. However, looking at the posture and in same can I realize that no, this guy giving him small opportunity to be high. Time man dia ground ko or Gabi say an internet Gabi ba me show so our Pyramid House as Empire FM. Kwakuba couldn't say that bao thinking that they can lure me. Me point you Kwakuba could be frame me ejina phone so say be 1 hour. Also as my catch me na me say kwasiasem. Kwasiasem complete na wo catch me nyansani. Na wo Kwakuba ko ka asema na me meti me nyansani ti se wo ya me nim nyansa chen wo Kwakuba ko. Asem bi o ka bi agimi sem kwa. To ka say wi an mabusa am say akwa we edam no enko ya na say den so ho. Then the second time Michelle Akufo-Addo Kuku Spencer.
This time around in person. Kuku
Spencer. We need Kuku Spencer na ekoye. Yes, Kuku Spencer chale odi oh se wo kromu ni odi ko hu no kwabra ma nya sa na yin se yenko. Ye koye bobie. Wo ka so mamam. Bobie dia wo ka sa da jojo babia. Se wo papa ta be so di ho. So ba support ye da ye kwasi aso keka. Kenyan sa se na me support ye kwasi aso wa keka. Eja. So what happened was that ye pie ye na me ka kire Kuku Spencer say kuku akwa we odi o man we manual on farm ye hwe kuku si kwabna jai kwabna nam si kuku onu say kuku akalande
ontimi ma
waka onu obi amu akwa akobie radio station okofodua mo ma je afiri nsem kuku Spencer me na meka kuku fra me waka kuku aka ewo land waka ho wo ba Ghana nan say so ba juada ye nana ka land ne nana ka matrum
nana sase yentu galamsey so akoka land e
ma ba wa hore de bi tire waba so ba Ghana ye fa sase juada e branda wukuada ya wada na kwabra ma mi hia ojolu mi hia na mi hia me ko na mi hia kwabra mi ntimi o na mi sese ahun
wentimi na otwempo
ye 8 years yewa e ko ba bia be mi ntu kwa ko Burkina da mi ko ba bia da no ye ya kuku ko fa de na ba no me ka kire se kuku ade na ko fa ba no hwe me ni kwadwo prekon Pyramid House ni e ko gabi ho no gabi o kas na ni ate cheme omo small pin bi omo ni it's a camera no but who rubber bia wo to ani ye no etwa nyinam one timini kwadwo ne ko ye ye didi nkomo wie ya no wo yi envelope no sa kwadwo prekon de hye me se na so fama kwadwo kwabna wo jinam se ha fama kwadwo prekon
do ade me baaye no fama no
ba kwabna ye nyina nipa wa kunam se fama kwadwo na kwadwo ji ye si abot nam se kwadwo nti wa hu wa de na hye wo no na me po bia me na abumia na gabi sabi jimini we na me ma na begumanu ase gabi me
wow
no bi no aye yo
ande no kre
se mutie ya asem kakra bi se no asem nkola ne ka no yentie enke ye ni mes we
no kre ya te yewura kufo nso ase papa ya te na se but the mam yare shimu ni se yenu anomo a yare mandi omo police and prison custody omo bone ne se omo se yen stop galamsey no because ra omo because ra bebre na ewo Legon police station na me koye no they are in high spirit ama governor near your parade they are in very high spirit and mami areshimu ahono mo dani de en pusu omo kra bako because omo nim se ya wa bonten no ye nim se de omo ye no omo ye mo man Ghana
inshallah ma me ma nu akwaba a deputy national communication officer Uraku Ghana baba join me and na me nua Justice Yeboa enso abe join but akugan bibia boko de
nyame adom bibia kama pa
say sa democracy hub asemi mo yanim say mo di akira mo aloyafo mo boa aloyafo ni ada yi bia esi ana mo ye ne dai mo beko akosra wo mo
say nyame adom a echina your effect 2 o'clock
okay
but before 2 no ye beko akosra wo no
amen
and the truth is
that you use microphone
and no crane say akwakoba ne say ade port say ema omutisi mountain so ekoye demonstration no ebinum ahyeda say ye mpese ye be kai what you say oman sorry preko pe anko sebe ye nsu a aseye ye nya nsu no ebinum greed a omo say omo de se omo pe asase mu agudi a ekwan yom be fa so no de emfa obia ho no eno na mo ti see emontene so they were fighting against galamsey but eno no de ya sheda e de atu baby
you don't hear
exactly nanso so de omo koye ye ne de omo anye wono momo nka ho a ye de omo afra enumom na kwakoye incommodie no but it is sad in fact so be catch me say under Nanado Danko Kufuado obi ebe demonstration amia china kamesi nipa krono hu nobody in Ghana why demonstration more than Nanado Danko Kufuado enipa kro to me etutu chow edi free yintuma Eddie your friend is saying demonstration. It being see that. Jina na do danko kufado.
The koja body ko.
Koja mbuni ko mu. Na eme. Enkrofo kwako jina. And you see one funny thing they say. Abraham ye occupy Flagstaff House. Na John Dramani Mahama ewo power. Yankase Flagstaff House. Security zone.
Muko tena ho di pizza. Chese
sika for demonstration. Mo wie Henneken ana na monom eguso. Obi ba oyi ne ka obi ebuta mo yi Hennessy no de yesi table so.
Yen kwa na ye wa shino. Dabi now yesa.
Ne yesa. Obi anka ho atro kwako ye yi. Ye de ka pizza ka ba besi ho we bie ni buta na Hennessy. We na sa mo ho atom. Enso mo mpo.
First time I'm in Grand Fidget.
Grand Fidget and say about no anka se plan empa.
Ya no so na say ye wa shino.
Otiapeke na eba. Bobie, you did all this. John Dramani Mahama allowed it. Flagstaff House adeng. Enye nipa ne gu ho. Enyo maija pade. Mo ba ho mo ama message. Grass mu na mote edimu. I say obi anko obi one ne ma picnic. To party e wo ho. You were allowed. Inti eba ne se ne nedie. Yeah. Okonfo ordinary nado ebae no oka kire ne se ekwan ya ofa so bae no sa kwan na so na befa so akọ
yo
ade a haunte no ba akọ no eniema kwan ya mo fa so ebae no sa kwan na so na mo befa mo besane enunti eniema oye ye no ote se obi ye bia na ne ye ma hye se ene na kire se me ba be kọ no but upewu umpewu sa kwan no enu na eyi wama wamfa kwan pa so wamma una meduturo so ene baaye e ba ne se ka kire o se obedi president kra na enya de a obeye successful no o se emfa ho o se Ghana bebo o se emfa ho mo nane no emma me because konfo bi okọ ne ho bi aka kire ne se obe lose elections
really
o se Ghana be ship kra na mo ndane no mame na me be di president sa kwa no so no enenne e reveal e ma no hwe baby a na nsen ye de baomia e koye nanado ohoda okoye a okodi kpekpele so be kaya ye de nyanyana egu nanado komu ekodi kpekpele e wo ho no enne ye kire baomia sa kwan no nanso so okokonfo ho atie de o ka kire wo hwe Shakespeare, you say, till Bernard Woods get to dancing in, that is where you see your end. And ne, no him say Bernard Forest there. How can it move to dancing in? And ne, emranti chichenuya. Ede Bernard Woods no, eko dancing in. We yaba. The ye catch a woo, the young country would work at police for someone prevent you. Sa kwan ne so nyina enu nti na ontumi admit say me gina dum so na baaye ene dum so abakra na was yem pire say dum so aba yem pire da because you say de wodi baaye bia no
enu ana de beko
tam ye wa ba mu omo anfa galamsey ansen ye friend is saying John Dramani Mahama ko mu ene ye kejetia market kura no mse etu galamsey e wo kejetia ene galamsey eno susu na ede wo ekoi everything hwe eniema nanado ede ye campaign na ene esensen pum
CD dollar inflation
bibia CD
unemployment
eniema miensa untimi kan bi da ku for untimi kan bi da
den
ana se ba omi untimi kan bi da borrowing
ai
untimi mo so da they say ba omi untimi kan the word corruption
untimi the whole campaign untimi kan se be prosecute obi kra
corruption untimi the word corruption are it difficult for Baumia to mention corruption
offer no ana
and yes what the word in itself no he is the word has personified the name Baumia.
Inti nana bobie ne
mira na campaign mu ye
nyame adome mu ye nyame adoma from Wednesday, His Excellency, called Savannah and Northeast. So far, we Upper East, Bono East na half also the Akwakugu, the Volta Akwakugu. This week, the Savannah and Northeast called Akwakugu. We want to make sure say you be enough time for the final 20 days. I had a massive mop up. It will be a
Mama, for children.
No.
Yes, Remo.
No.
Yes, Remo.
No.
Because say no. A Jumana warning in an idea. Yeah, they say, yeah, we are no.
No.
The I can't know Baby Jinamo. Because me a back. Say young paper work. Me and this mean kabi.
Exactly.
Manunim.
Exactly.
Yeah, and when you last minute Muko Jawo. Konala what they are.
NC. Okay.
Mama Massa
Nana. And you be na me to me a cow air. But no crane say, I feel mu train na yedema agents. So be here 2020. Now you a say, who training agents in Tema, 9 people who are Yabaka bribe woman, and Tino yede teye. Say a quack training in the last minute. It was one of the things that I'm weighing. This time round, we are training more people. And ye training no and tem. Share Juman no ejina paper so.
That's right.
Ejina paper so be we are ejina paper so. And nuntina ye training the requirement of the pink sheet.
Okay.
And no panel drew ye na requirement be necessary we our pink sheet in so. Before ye babe be a ballot box no sono. Ye nim papers ayatete ye nya calculations in we ansa na ebie so. Kane no eba about 5 o'clock mumra be so about say eba be kan there be your requirement SSA returning officer assign ye calculations papers ayate omo verification machine no omo do omo sa ye omo ntumi anfo omo sa anya yete paper mo no ye nya sa calculation ni na wie ye wie a ye twen say box no per calculation na ye no ye expect say number we ene be wo box ni and sample answer na ye bi so all this training no ye dey momo ye wie so na before be calculation center no ye say pink sheet no first copy as say the board dan ho ma obi a otwam bia no otumi di video otwa ni phone say ha na mbeto aba results ni nti ye tare dan ho a ye na say ye duase ne to aba no so a ya momo placards a ye de be tare so ne de dadoa bodua nim ama na bo ho say ye results no eni into being to me enko collation center
enko
different number abra ye nyina ya take video say edan ho no ye nya ye eni. So this time training the mom no eh different. Munya gidie ewo your friend selection directorate ni mu na obia nkoto aba because your vote will be protected.
Say and say me da sorry here. Honorable.
Yes sir.
Me phone no there. The question Bobie can NDC protect about a bus to
say yeah. And no the baby abeko bia. That is the question. Or say within military officers in Pennyphobia say ours is to vote for you, yours is to protect our vote.
Move to me.
We are well prepared and ready to protect the ballot.
Yo.
Because and then all around the BR actually says Excellency John Dramani Mahama ebe winning. The protection
no doubt
what? Exactly.
But muko jeja mo ho a
Nana NC Bobie, I can assure you say NC. NC.
Yeah, dear.
Yes.
Yes,
you knew you go so yeah, dear. Yeah, baby, we are na sa.
The hammer near board. And yeah, you won't be papa. Yeah,
no credit say and MPP ni co radio na nim session.
Yeah, the bet be yeah. Yeah, you be papa. The akabo. Justice boko there.
En sheda nye boko sa. Nyame de waye de famu de awie akagufo ado. Eno so de ndida so ni ho.
Mona mu wo krom. Amanfo se say.
Ofa Bobie deɛ na me wɔfa akogan me wɔfa o politics mo fo be nim ɛka no me minim se ne NPP fo na ɛkɔ akono no mo so omo agi atum so omo ya kronfo sebe mpanifo say okronfo ne bodamfo e wo su baako na se opese wote ase pa ofa kwamna ugina hwe osese kan no pa no nam kromu a obi anwane by kronfo de se kan nam kromu a
obi
abedwane saa de bodamfo kita se kan nam kromu a obi abedwane ene mpanifo nso say obaakofo nkyere damfo mesere baby a mekobia me ka kire Ghana ni bia say election day no offer see e fa ne say ya fofida unko baabia na saa da no wo de ba bedwen wo da achi en emfie nan a akana adwuma ne nso be ye mre kakra offer wo de ma NDC polling agent yen command dollars na onka say obeja police station ho na so otwa nani na memfa ne si nipa beye oha ahanu ejina polling station ho hwewa skadwa je kura obefe eno so na me hye Ghana phone kran wo de fa ne say NDC agent na yede na ekodo no kura wunyini ni said the Electoral Commission di no enti wo adwuma a wo koye ne say wo ko gina ho ahwe ma NDC agent no aye the right thing on election day and also ya dia ye de ba be kire damfo a wasi krum on this illegal mining ISA insu no of amefa wa fidie so asra de baako President Akufo-Addo ka say what the presidency to so or the to chacha so obeko atia galamsey yesi wa fail meboa Kenasibe shouldn't lead media coalition against Galamsey.
Oh. Second, I should give you a wasada.
Make us say, I better say or be resign because tell my MPP by no. When I was sent for no, Ghana. Na me dear, I said we am a personal fight because tell my dear asu issue ne buy no baby a kume Mahama no. Me catch Kenasibe direct on phone. Ese kwaku ba akwa danfo e2 Galamsey e wo forest nim
na danfo be
ayo Lebanese ni no or no mo de sa dia so forest ne ma no yes omo de dia so
tomo endi fadi no di okupa Ghana mu nyina no na otu Galamsey je
ayamon kan Galamsey illegal mining Yamao prospecting licenses, seko prospecting yen say gold wo honu to gold.
Oh, I see. There you. Aya fa.
E wo fa diaso.
The busi o se why no.
E wo diaso. Ena omudi soja fo ko ho boban. Ena kromo fo ne say tema me ko ho no. Kromo fo ne say forest ne ye dia. Environment na wo say in effect ne wo ye so. Se yen nyina ye bedidi a mumye nkodi bi. Yesi kromo for ne ye mo mu nwuram ene ye di soja for bo mo ban enti soja for na wo ho ni nyina no mo ye kromo for atamfo eno nam so ma Major Mahama wu ye before Major Mahama wu me ka kire Kenasibe ese se o se o kuntia Galamsey dia ene ha ye tu bi wo ye forest mu be se ko
omo je petrol 100 million wo goye ho no omo di chiri free from Kempiski no ma chem shim la pass
yes
wo wa se shim tema shim sa
enti so wa boa sentwerafo ano
we se no age gogoy fo coupon wo ko to preko
yes se wa boa sentwerafo ano se wo kokon atia Galamsey na ekono abua fa so a why are you here today
omo dis kanu
enti se e ka sentwerafo a o sentwerani akese so otimi organize a ene ka Erastus Erastus Kenasibe must step aside me for ofidie no so on step aside Obwa ya agenda eno omo de nam unim se omo ne nam nkrase na se ka kire nkrofo se e NDC fo na organize sa demonstration no eno kran kan omo se yen ne yakọ organize nkrofo so omo mekuntia omo to gold no last week Wednesday na me wodo tobri me ba manso nkwanta e ba manso adubia asem omo de nam ho e ka no nyana
Nene say mom pray my kuntia illegal mining no a. Mo sha se ntu no Jubilee House so na mo dia bakwam. Ne ahunu say dey ka
say ya himfie na ewo you know Eastern region say ho na yetu awie.
Anyway. Let us see justice. Alright, Nyamin come on.
Yeah, that was it.
Nyamin come on, baby. All right, live on a crowd 100.5 citizens. So we have two issues to discuss, and Kwame, straight now. My show Ghana ni bia would tell me you know. My main cast in show. Just take a break. You know, me pick it. Mental health and social media. Any man crofo esua no social media so no ehu obi si wa hunu young girl what is 17 18 or she Brazilian hair dada no social media yen ne man be slay queen obi kura hu obi se kwa ye ne to ohun bi da no so koye bi na akunu so ekwaya social media, though the positives are there, it makes us realize the global village that we yearn for. Communicating with others, dialoguing with others. So quick. It's like, however, I want to swear to me saying Crawford. Enuntina, a year belaka. When you get to that point why you're frustrated, it's a nema who on social media. Why depressed? It's a nema who on social media. Just take a chill. Faubela konsuno bako pese. Ba. First one at be 1 or 2 minutes. Ubonso unipeduana other form. Now I do not asha see a ye a jumabu. No one near Bahon say, no. Memma a dear way, and my member any brave for. Obi who will be sick. What pack a good impasse social media. Anyone see a still or be it me if can it be ono so ko pebi be pem ne wa ama me say we a young guy who tie me oko social media na emao e feel depressed. Just take a break, pick your belakwa. Aqua. Ye nooms there. Aye. Ate, we are making an day. To be any kufa do here belakwa. What are more? So look at Yanko, I say, Minia, maybe now see demonstration be bebaso.
Yes.
My update.
And now, me hey, organizers any police are caught say. I agree on all the routes and conditions. It is done. Until 3rd, 4th, and 5th October. 3rd, 4th, and 5th October. A weekend there be ya. Yijinamu 10. Now, any particular group, say all student association, BO, and I say professional nobody, we are Ghanaians, citizens marching against Galamsey and marching for the release of our fellow citizens. Menoka say court at your matum because almost say stop Galamsey now. Stop Galamsey now. Now,
date me at the
3rd, 4th, and 5th. Into where Friday, Saturday, no, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Continuous and I say, Yebekwa Fiaba.
Yebeshia first day, you are at the sun na yekofi anopa tutututu 6:30
yes agent
ni ase enginam sa for the 3 days yeah can say stop galamsey now and free the citizens inti se na American way enye obisi fellows your students there be we Ghanaians citizens meeting and marching against galamsey.
But your friend is Katanga for no so ombeba.
But when we say young crofwe no, yes, almost shall see our mobilize as a collective no. And leader back, some global president no, your government appointee.
Me awe.
Ano de ania egu garum no enya no kure yenka se bi benti si I say tram no pam no before be Katanga ni no yeden. Or Ghana ni before be Commonwealth ho no Ghana ni before be but Okponglo omo de amugire mu still Commonwealth ho omugire mu still
to omo no be chance afri Okponglo di aba
ye nyina ye hia Okponglo ho no anante afri ho akopim Independence Square e di akoho ti ye chance enso along the line no obi atimi join ma ye nyi chire say the state from Okponglo
to Independence
Square to Independence Square. Say stop galamsey now. Now, CCA me ban me follow news here say Ghana secures 30 million UAE grant, $30 million UAE grant for forest conservation. Minister Abujinapo, attending certain. Is it not a mockery?
Which grant?
It's not a mockery. Say forest conservation grant. $30 million. Say fan now President Kufuor kwa ne mehu president otimi emma permits. Say mun say forest reserve. At the same time no say tree planting.
It's a working paradox.
Yes. You see near what?
So one say no anke mo mfa 30 ma mo nwia o.
Na we no o si bibi answer ya bibi
ni mantra no
ti ye go say no ye go say no
o ye ya no waka cho say susu biribi o chima ye hwe ma ne say so ne bi animu ma ne say
2022 2023 unim say Ghana and the country the whole world you lose the highest amount of forest cover. The whole world we are seeing meanwhile there was no bushfires.
Yes. It's just about the galamsey.
Yes.
Finished.
I know it because president no at the mra eco parliament say mama me hu to me na me ma permission na forest reserve no kwabra ni wuremu enkutu galamsey wo mu na the me yanso ne say the 137 NDC members in parliament and so support here.
Then
I
July 2022 LI 2462 July 2022 near the core parliament. I know. Now wakos pasimra to enter into forest reserves and destroy it no. We no. Onam and our basis say forest conservation grant. When we say Densu, the water works a walk Kufredia.
Yeah.
Water works a walk no.
Yeah.
Si see a picture about Tuja. There are 2 mistakes simple. Shensu na ko.
I must say no.
Because Densu I say upstream. But enya hope. Densu enya say upstream generator say wager dam no. Because in so na gu wager dam no mu nyina ifri Densu. Tieba. Nature say Accra has say about 2 million people are omunsuo if you wager enye safe. If you wager enye safe 2 million in Accra into the atnase na ya hu say o media infame ho. It's only a matter of time. Ube build tap say na ko
I don't mo ye no ehu.
And then me kote PURC watu nsuom.
IMF no
what twins you?
IMF no Akufo-Addo dey koye na no
So Ghana Water Company swen. Menoka say Central Region. Na omunisio. Cape Coast Elmina omunisio. Nti say ye bie school ne, say secondary school. Adisadelo infante primo envo omunyira omunko school a omunya nsio. Ti headmaster ben betimi equipe students a onisio. Obeka mu agufie. Obeka mu. Yes. 8 million hectares of forest cover na ye wono. Reserves are ye wono. Sisi aka 1 million. 7 million ko. I said poto. To when enra ye real and John Kwadwo Chamaten. A year press conference.
Yeah.
Meba nu se na mo bo.
Yeah.
O tre se ojina eta meburu n'echi. Because also a lawyer. And I learned so I call Legon police station. Yeah, wako Sramo. Say hona leaders no. Ama governor near your parade mo honomo. Honomo akoho.
We went there.
Anna as a lawyer since 1984. Or say ayen one say police etimi supervise demonstration day 1. Day 2, day 3. Now after 3 days, no, Obaye say unlawful assembly. Charge or day bo.
And you have judges in this country.
Not judge at Nassau.
No, I agree.
Oh, but
Attorney General.
Information I mean, sir, can say
dubious.
Information I mean, sir, can say Attorney General. Godfrey Dame.
Yeah.
I know three prosecutors. Monko court way anyway.
Yes, because they only know.
Yes.
When I hear people say unim law, he only knows the judges. On any judge, on any tokese, on any shianajo.
Yes. Information can so no man say munko court way, enko court way. Until they are no more no. It wasn't haphazard. Nenya sir, how can you look at this charge sheet? Now say my remand them 2 weeks.
Jaja will be a ban and him say, yes. Me ma kwachenko for ma. Eddie Omagume custody.
Yes, Eddie now access to lawyer,
access to lawyer,
access to family, access to medication,
access to
all
food.
that. No, maybe be
me masa remand wo into their custody. Your adversary, you put me in the hands of my adversary. Judge, the way justice Benny. Because we be Jimmy, I must say judge for the omu tonight.
Nani ni Chemu cry Bernard, one of the leaders of the demonstration. Demonstration no one could be. That's Adano. When Timianko. Na nyumre no they two when we say ya chenko of omu leaders no. Ano koto papaye. So they come omu neja a command yomu. Okodua ni yacho ni mukwa.
So why are they?
Ya dini two mu. Ono say the same charges abono unlawful assembly.
Abra when you ho. When you ho. Ubu so mo evidence kura onibi.
And a police no ultimate issue statement on the 20th. Say Mema blockade traffic from Liberation Circle to 37 interchange. Diverted traffic. If you know where or say demonstrators and blockade access to 37.
Obi a issue statement.
On the 20th.
Omo press conference. I have public knowledge.
Asari ni suraj.
O de when you edimi enu na abo.
Nti
na the audience run away Jimmy one in charge of a police council. Enya Bawumia. Me say Bawumia and a dampare or Fred dampare wakoye program wo baby. Na district commander no o si me de minya ni din na ahwe beka say politics. And na wo koya there illegal. And na district commander no say there we can't allow our boys to be doing this errands in the name of politics. No. No, I Fred dampare within 30 minutes near you know, you are transferred. District commander, you are transferred. Eti Bawumia dia kosu na Bawumia. Bawumia. Na you wa IGP so a wa Jimia won't me hu nyansa da. E na odi ni Jimmy no ene yowunu enkwasiafo mienu a ya kan mo se nwan. Bawumia we kura ntimi enhu nyansa
wo bi bra 3 days. And he won yonu baby a my co school na obi nante ekwache oba 3 days.
3 days.
Ube okay. What will be?
Onya hu asa akwati asore.
Yo
no po na so nkwasiafo so nti.
Yo nu. Ade.
Odi kan fui hu nsem.
Anyway, so no the otwe ekura ayi Bible se no motom. Anyway so na omu di nkwasem.
Anyway. One ya se film nemu. Ye ntena se. Ye mebunu no. Ye ntena se ma obi a wedi be 85.
Minya calls from voter ne oti. Omo mpeso omo ba no as to how they will get here. Now that is the
omo dadwe no. Ye be coordinate na ya hwe na make all those arrangements. All those amiti o hwe social media ye the information ato abonten with credible numbers. Wo pese oboa na yetimi mobilize ni nyina no no send o donation e de akosa number no e direct na yetimi mobilize enuanu mu nyina ba betre wiase nyina se de ayekoso no yemfo so onumi se encheye 3.9 million euros initiative launched to fight galamsey 2023 December.
Mark said yeah.
Inti me the number ne bet numbers ni
yeah bosona
yes Buedu Albert 0247 537 520 0247 537 520 Albert Buedu and Buedu Albert MTN. Vodafone so Welly Gedel 0201 678 790 0201 678 790 lines me nu nyina no odi sika fa so a organizers no munsabeka na etimi ama ye nuano mewo voter ewo ti across the country nyina no omo etimi abeka ye ho na ye hyase enso a un se ese printed placards any other publicity materials ni nyina no ibehia sika na de aye insuo aye na mu nyina no isu komodi ye nuano mu aye de be mo mo ne ade nyina no so nti we need a lot of logistics best one so our track I'll be me the FM yen.
Me donate placards mako 100.
That's it. Na yema we are seeing na Lady B our Nigeria. Young girl. Why video be?
It's sad though. I didn't know
when we saw video no.
No. I didn't know where I am. It's so sad, but
or say Ohwe Ghana social media hu adibu ohwa onte ase o Nigeria new young Nigeria say president na oteso a ode ahokyere brane abeto yen say yensuo ni ye no bibibia no na be di chire peso be di president na oba social media un say mabunu bi wo social media omofa so o say o dadju on tase e no dey like so to some president Tinubu any dia ekoso Nigeria mo ho kire mo no na Tinubu vice president say Tinubu ko na ne vice president so ba beto aso na se omo ma menom ne omo papa nom efo aso kra nye ne wanwa na se mabunu ebeba social media no mo support no ono de South Africa henyi mabunu mo agimi pa ye Ghana mabunu no mo yesa no
we commission orato to bi kwa chi ato enkra de ama Jemensa se on pa kutade nhye
ebufu no kroso ye maami bi na ofran Jinmensa ebufu no kroso ye maami bi na ofran Jinmensa on is the why na agenda we are no bo mama MPP she got away in 2020 this time here in election directorate we hu hon konje ya we nyina was aba Ghanaians nya Ghana funye hu de nkofo no wonka asampapa. Jimensa no nkofo wonka asampapa. But they still want to do what they want to do. We will fight them. We will fight them. But at the end of the day, we will go to the election and we will beat them fairly and squarely because the people of this country want a change. Now, when it is all over, let them try and distort, let them try and steal the will of the people from their hands. I will end there. Enti enuanom na adofo ende die ma America chair hwan de Electoral. Listen, we have to mobilize and make them know that if they try anything naughty, mobabanu wayimpia. And I believe that the full force of people agitating and campaigning and fighting for what is right, we will change the fortunes of this country. And on 2005, 7 January, we will install John Mahama as president of this country. Because let me tell you something. The option is dangerous for the country. The option is dangerous for this country. Ebufuno krosia, mami bi na ofren jinmensa. Oni the why na agenda. We are no bo mama MPP. She got away in 2020. This time, here in election directorate,
Liso akwaba. Mama Eura Charles Akwaba so akwaba. Uncle Charles akwaba.
Korame Joso.
Good. Una regional communication officer, so let me start from your end. Now, Ora ayi atro bibi. Say movement for change for also a demand this same auditing from the EC, and I've cited their friends statement. Ora mane boama dia say idea be ato edwa and my main reading na memfan ka with Ora to be caution now the EC and the government that say almost say best and I know the no Akufu Nenema, a young mercy hotel no or Munjina yi, Biana Anyesa. So, Mame and go through a year or Mane Boama statement no quickly. But Ninyane say what China IPAC meeting ho. Jemensa so bianfa ne errors ni dear or one famra.
Famra IPAC.
Can you imagine? Now, Omanebo Amaso Asemi is simple say they should allow the media to carry the meeting live. Live is so simple. Now Obia Enhebi. That's the best transparent. GTV or BBR or
so was
live. Oda so nya crowd between jai. Just because I asked me woman. So quick my minister my minister have free so chance na me momra me si no bi eso.
Korame das. My minister we tiefu nyina. And then on the me chair we chiri wansa me baha. Na me process me thought. Free nra nyina me hwe video ni Ghana temperature ne niema ekoso a. Kora osofo bi anaba ne prophecy video bi ana me hwe. Scientific. Kora nti wo hwe Ghana wi ma wo hunu sum. Wo hunu wo hunu. Omo ti aban mu a asa hantan bi abo omo so.
Senia, Ghana show more to the danger ahead of us. Omu Nasabi, any pabes Adriana Dunum Piempo, and I say Ghana ya ba kidi. The point is, say 10 million Ghanaians etisi abontia. Uba fine. Munya kakabin sama moya no na muntimi nyo obi awi wo kuroma no. Uba fine. Say 10 million Ghanaians APO street no so a. Dear now be uba fine. Even 5 million Ghanaians.
1 million grant.
Kwabene. Say 5 million of Ghanaian people. APA bontia. Munya ni amochre no. Now wo kuroma no. Kwabene easy so. Now obi onu yetimi kofa $1 million. 300,000 pounds, euros, our name pass. A fini a chiri ansan wo hunu sa akromfo awia jisu akopie nipa no so. Say nipa ne ye pampano emaninam street no so $1 million. Obi a ye di $43 million ansan nsa say fati gatem ma odomunte ma kolemunte ma Ghana nkran ye capital city no enye befitting capital a friends in town. Wa misuse sika no obi fighting na akufa de office for na fight say nipa no near the environment na say as minister aba be kire say seat of government for ye galamsey Kwame Abronye be accused former natural resources minister meboa was the presidency dini no mo de ye galamsey e forest ndi Kwame Mama yen setting record ni straight to say. One more galamsey confirmed by Dr. Free of why him for the consumption of his gas ya. Osi galamsey no. One mini baby or mode ko. Na nyansa mini baby or born in PhD. Nyansa one fan can answer mono say. And mountain crying.
Is it not a medical doctor?
Yeah. Me one so say and cry high into you ha. Sabi when pino chamber and says Evjase. Sabi Nyansen near some papa come name yasa kwabna unsem MPP and Namra Kabwa Jimne lead spokesperson for the New Patriotic Party MPP.
Enquire Joe.
Sabi communication meeting kranka unkobi. The MPP and then Yansan for MPP mu abeka mraka bo ajenomne Dr. Vriye werune Mrekuduka Mrekuduka kura de odi alanchemantia kola wono wa yi ala na makodi akufo ado achi ama osuban ene kura de wo che omo akoto omo no Mreku is a brother kwabna So what I say, he was a brother, mommy. Thank you, Liso. Now, come on. 1 million better hey. Alan Nipay. What the your munina? Bakuya Oko TV3 cry, madam for
solo.
Yes, solo dear son near if you nipa.
Lawyer.
Debbie Sunyani near no Sunyani. Nana yao.
Oh, Nana yao.
Kwabra. Share that line or more up, never more way of doing things. Now one more and answer for your by way or mediba be any. But me a cry, come baby or better who's a hammer because
maybe
mammy main far west in Shamanum because and MPP na kodane yodium for any brand a bro ankasa komna a bro for Wamu nim say, Roman Father Yasamoka will say, did I heard one of them saying, Obi di adro begu yensuo mu sensuo no. Ensuo no, yenyeska kakrefi muntino. Enya di ebe jai, ama adro na ebe kunya ne yemma, eni nchiriman. Did I heard somebody saying that? Kabra, yes, a medical doctor who should know better. Ejina TV so kansa sabio and kolasem way. Baba kunyansa baku nim kwabra san kesi wo mra o parliament abapa kansa me ani yi na free MPs num because I hwe ni pay free fidwase ni afijase mantemo si enu omu ye neighbor kwabrefo ana me boa me nua ne sebi panyina wakosu ade abetimi abe doctor ye yini so megina ni mu akwabna ni nyanse wo ni trimu nyina ani mrekuduka mu na mu ye galamse no akufo ade ye galamse baomia ye galamse kwabna me si MPP mpanifo a confirm say galamse no omo na eye enti nyomo omu kura shovel ni ayi tutu ayi ngakra no omo de akufo ade no makɔdwiri forest na wie no ayi gold papa no enkikamu no omo de shovel ni ade ekosesa enti nyomo na galamse no say enti ye bandi galamse ayi belusu cooperative o ade na wager investment kakrakate say wager dam ade na eba be say wager ema almost 5 million to 6 million people were tinkran no omo livelihood kwayo mbefa so ye nipa daache ene nkura ye nyinse omo infection ahodo ombenya no MPP say womo MPP for na omo kwaji 500 excavators assign to di ye no some people for no omo bandi excavators for 3 years atema habo excavators e fa oba Ghana e do so che time ani emba almost more than 60 years kwabra mining licenses are yede ma Ghana fi Kwame Nkrumah ebesi John Mahama 2016 no near MPP amankwa I more than 2000% of near 60 years near my omo de ko hin I one parliamentary candidate one mining list ko German of Korea parliamentary candidate obetu ena Nkrumah of aso ni hwom ena video di America wa kiremu a enso krata kire se nka kotu no na brantie ba ko a wɔkyena ani no bi kapa gonja ni ba Samuel Abugina po na mi ni ka kwabna abu millions of dollars na also di adua no mi Kenya of the poor people Omaya within 8 years kwabna odi about 700 friend say odi about 600 plus billion akayeka ho as a July ending na Ghana yanam 761.2 billion yeyi 120 ni free mu a 120 na abetu in free mu a unkwa 641.2 billion said 1961 na nkran betu no was said defer e dey ato say 2061 e dey betu aka no 2042 2035 2041 e dey and omo from mpanifo omo we so community ani bresem danchiri manim ni nyina yankofa nkrata nkohwe a osisika a wa allocate for free SHS na ode tonyom no less than 16 billion out of the 760 no ena eka no so no August ni September year ye wie ni na de meka ho enti no it's likely see a baby approach 800 billion ena na do beja to ekere ho no we say nya kokodura che mani party se baumia a onu amu timi kasem owia no abeka sasem o kan entisa come back to easy uni bre je mensa se say sebi senya krono adwene ene wo tirimu a obeda kofa apia hene se o mewe wa IT so maw nipa yen ya regional secretary Denis Chumesi ayan woni apia hene ene ko EC strong group 2020 apia hene gina o ma MPP bunu region asem na me kan apia hene aye communicator me as regional communicator what national Kasama MPP 2020. I mean the last elections. Who Council of State to Okroma and this magnitude of document and evidence. Video echo chere omo catch Ghana say one way 2 man penny for managing
right no say Akufo-Addo in a match involving NDC, MPP and Afrafranto. Na adwen so obetreat Afrafranto fairly. Odwen so onyaya onwia he. He Akufo-Addo ni Jemensa krono adwen any Baumia no my omadwen so be bad kwabena say lesson we. Minim say obia wo twini Ghana China any Ghana accountability mu bia no enkogina dakam emfa ne nsansi wo so no so emba so na Jemensa say adie na yesi yemfa nkyere wo TV so no ene wo gene dem kwabena 10 constituency MPP parliamentary candidate awo ho wonu ni nua ena nipa yen transfer uncle EC office wo 10 and transfer any vote wonu ni nua ena kotwa nipa 10 picture ena omo transfer omo wa bra ye hu omo e wo time a ye transfer wo 10 constituency office on minia me bi say say nipa na wamba physically who be transfer akọ constituency bi mu a ukọ constituency no office physical o transfer me nya o data na ye the data na ka ho enti Jemensa ANSAH wo be exhibition no transfers na wo ye ni nyina no ye wo data no sa data na ye mpono region ye de German North 10 district Sunyani ye de koma WC officials no eto pa say 2 weeks after the demo there is no communication between wo and original directors na ye de sa anomalies any errors no ema omo. Stop lying to the Ghanaian public. As if say kwabra NDC in fa hwe man no so onya hwe a bunu me say bunu region ye kire say Jemensa any e fa ne say akwa apia hene nom any boss masare kwabra document omo de man no after ye wie bibia no omo transfer nipa 10 every neighboring constituency in political way a ye ne Ghana no kwabra se wo ha no mo a na se constituency we constituency ben la good okay. Any nima the same thing David good unse wo free ha no mo a na enie nima ene wo hai wo ye transfer ye ma wonye neighboring constituency ye transfer
ye ne sa
we die ye wie no enu o makoyi nipa ni biri free German North edu o ma ba se edu nketia constituency
so mbe bobia
ena nipa o san twa o mo picture kura di wura register no MPP parliamentary candidate ni nua ade we nya kro no ye di we ama o san ka akire Ghana for say as if say petition na de ma 16 regions no we presented nothing wo mo yare sabi wo mo yare ayan kro for blood and for time and for investment and for future. They should respect us for once. So him say omo per evidence ha komna omo so live television broadcast. Ni enchira say nipa wako register ni din e wo hanom ahano to about all this war. Ye ni din afiri akọ constituency fufurum. Enka fufuro no mpo e ba no mpo ne nkona ne ni din ho existing register mu no se ni din ko frim e kopie constituency fufuro a enye nipa na aye kwamna me liso we ma transfer mi vote every hanom mediko nima no se oba kwabna eye la hanom ni e fa la register na wo mo a eye absent from that register no sa list no say me din apia mu say I am no more at la but we the obaba na me din wo la na me din san wo nima absuafo ni Jemensa ye na bi no these are hardcore evidence ye dig ma wo say obi nso akwabre onye double registration na names no obehwe na nadodo na ye NDC for onye double registration no mini constituency ye hene wa register aye waso ho na oto aba unko baby anko twere din foforo e bae a omo a aye double registration na udin wom because ya say print wo picture e another constituency a eno so kire se wako register and automatically as I say udin fall under rejected names a o my double registration so evidence we dey akiro a hand tiny dwe adentia amoka si ukwaya no ye pe amoka kochesi amamboyfo ewo baby a terrorists threatening your our borders with Burkina Faso ni ade Ye the car basic James Aquano because Bonia Wadienti. Nanya Mwa Kwabena, Minya journalista in the middle of Akufa the Monsamo Muti. Minya journalista. Yes, your friends are Kwakunsi, Kwabrensi, and Jinadum TV platform. So, me wa video no. What can say? Felicity mo. Also, Momo report bad news. Omutimi Kaya say, Ebinu the Cobra menyo o, Cobra enya o Kenyan Copo, Cobra menunko say that. Minya journalist, Ojina TV so, say, Nyam so Bimuka say Nipa 12 for because of demonstration. No, Mrs. Sabio, kwasi afo we nyina te microphone anim. Etimi hwe nyame anim ka se, ma block baby ade enkrofo akọ hospital. Na saa de no airtime. Saa dipa we wunu nyansa say 2020 a young teacher was murdered wa bra on coca politics. Saa journalist no wa hunu onim sa river tensu pra onim se ofin kwabra we MPP blood on
Dabi
who be TV so stop the hypocrisy or the your mama di bem wabo your mama di anka min ka bi o se your mama ko kire ne wo kwabra mi nya abotre o se your mama demonstrators no
onia
what bi da
nya abotre
kwabra abotre baby o
nya abotre
ana wo ye wabusu ani ntia being man fast man toso kwabra asema mi ken ultimate control how I feel because me am this last question much unim say nano ye de mo wie ene e call regional command ine e bi say asenti silas ni we munya ho hwe and original commander raise the issue say niam bi wo mo ya yente kwabra me what the next morning na police near frame me age silas full name yes since 2020 I am so angry tinam say nanam in person me ba because ye come nipa bi omudie ye nipa o si e dibi mu ko hospital sentwreni nipa no wangu we die ye kono ni maami kunafo abrante nkra no o say preach chama sorry for free or ye local preacher Methodist na no meti ye na kofodua bishop eto o say asedu nkatia ma asomdie mra Ghana ba abrante na no preach sa echa sorry no ni maami kunani bishop unim ba bi ote eto da minam titi minsam nam de akọ support maami no ni akufadu akum ni pangwotwe enso o century no on condemn da o misa say da ben na say ni pare be mo justice including pregnant woman opinfo he kwabra yesremo yen pain wo emu no munya mo radio platform a na mo be mo MPP nsam a kwabra nsia se kwaku nsia ye wo MPP sam Neja hypocrisy na wodi kire ho a opese wo say be attack John Mahama no se onim se Akufo-Addo aton Ghana na se o gina na John Mahama na nanim e hare entu fefa wo nsam hunu a woro so na ade beba John Mahama de na oyeye no even the international community krampa report say Ghana democracy ni ye den e ko down sabi odwini amesoare ho a obesoso asade we so
akwasi etio enye se bia oye enye se bia oye MPP ni
wa yekrom se de si kwansem etoda
o se
he no man ko kansem
eno be me se
dabi wa se de si kwansem sa ne e ko kan se aniguase mfata kaniba no eye kwasi nsia de o ma menka udi you no film video no MPP for ne promoted that evil. Felicity Moshe behind the bars. Criminals are walking free. Ni abobo ya etimi too free ni custody. Owen kwabra. Owen. One more maji bribe wa TV achi wa mukura mpono. Eni apamu ni odi bribe no mine. Anasi adwani eja kuru no.
Thank you. I'll come back.
It is a Jemensa Kabe Biase or need any document from the NDC, Masaiti Bruno region. Obi on your transfer. Nidin ya den kwa transfer list. Criminals.
Give us Herbal Center, so many give us P capsules, Abba. Give us Co capsules. Give us Herbal mixture. Give us GC mixture. And then the capsules. wɔse ɛmfa ko enya pii ɛmfa pii enya ko yɛ afa ko ni pii edem liso
Kora.
ora totobi kwachi EC matters arise. Yes sir.
Let's go ahead and keep
Say swear for free.
Kora. The Eddie Kama mentioned for na mention million maybe before. Courage. So more press conference no na many aji. It's all about Oman Chichria. Kara Enra say na dwunim ho na mi tie bibi kakra fa ura to be kwache ne ngita hudia ordinary no decidem to dwan before so be kasa no na my worried because it looked to me as if say Penifone Bebre are already on the fence when it's about Yamfa Yanunto or Maya Semo. I was inspired to hear such a very huge voice from the NDC speak, especially when you know, sir, on my way, say because Brand baby and a funu machano. Ebinim de chain na ye can on my way ne abakosem fa ye democracy ho NDC na the Fourth Republic e bae akobra se wo tie NDC for omonyomo a ora jiwalaka boy na that omo anthem no Arise for Ghana, ye patriots of the land. The words are so deep, sir. It should tell you and remind you of why nationalism is very key to the development of On My Way. And sir, and your my coursework will mind you titu fa to ye and she ne ye kabi mama kabi ne fapem no eseya ehun be hia se bibia no especially omo na omo kan bi ewu mu ansa na ye wo democracy in the Fourth Republic no omo de omo anu sem omo anu December to dwama Ghana fo ehun baby ayeko entino I mean, one abaso ne anodi semwa or the two. It was very clear, unambiguous, and very, very, very heartwarming. Many aje papa. Say and I expect to say mpempi no. Omubeko swa aye ama yosema ekrabehwe. On say contrary to normally what happens when MPP April to me omode such in penny for ne ye and I mean okay say omonia bread and then say penny bi akwan bi aso also ordinary no tum say Bawumia must be elected president at least or the ordinary no tum kwa no okoda they like it, and I think the same must happen with the NDC. Nipa emi yapa say Ghana for most Ghanaians did not encounter him before he died. Professor Kwesiboche. Yeah.
I mean, Kabra, if such a brilliant person was that silent till death, now when we say yes, wayebi amanema, but and we pay. To imagine ora to be kwache asema odi atudwa iso. Na matonkra frem penifo kuku dam nyan disi fo nko penifo bebre me no ka say ma fibinum pa voices
sɛ ɔmo dɔ ɔmo man a bɛyɛ papa sɛ obiara ebe pia abɔnten na sɛ bi o kɔsɛ nsɛm a ɔmo ka no ɛhyɛ nkuran papaapa ɛbɛyɛ a wobɔ voice yi kwabra at some point na sɛ awɔsen kura gu me because akɔyɛ sɛ yɛduru amanfo nso na yɛka yɛ ano nti mɛgyina ne voice yi so na mato nsa afrɛ ɔmo a ɔmo ɛhyehyɛ hɔ bebrebe kwabra panifo no bi wɔ hɔ a mentimi nkɔ single a few out ɛma ne nkɔyɛ sɛ yi obiara nim ne ho let us hear your voices as often as possible, especially during this very crucial moment. Ibinum dream say omodie they can get away with murder. Let us hear your voices. To the substantive, Kabra. And your mom, you know, Bako has to do with illegal mining. Galamsey, in Yanuanum, our democracy hub. Ekoye oyechre police for aye enyoma bi a eye amamboy sem eye hurukasem and utie enyoma omo troba bedwam na wo de kunsani ani akwabna. Some of them are very insulting, especially when it makes no sense. It's only good only for the garbage. It said yes, Sebi. Where would they call say Sebi police are trocratana? You know, to say even a toilet roll crowd, nobody would want to use such a toilet roll. Kwasiasem kwa no mucho good kratare so. And you can just know that at least kwasientimi train asasem. In the first place, Kora. Senior political arrests and a course. These are young guys, youth, or more a client call on Abain. Before the demonstration, they had advanced their notification to the police 3 months ahead. 3 months. 3 solid months. And on what truck that Abramo say, some 3 months ahead, na ya notify mo sene be ya mo betimi abeden abebo ye ho ban. Kamna a day to the demonstration na posi for e de krata e piedwam. In fact, almost a year ho press conference. Na kwabra unim the Ghana Police Service has deteriorated to the point say it has become a terrorist group. Everything in the Ghana Police Service, don't think ever say what you see today
a criminals
is what it used to be.
A criminals and
the president has formed a certain criminal syndicate and the police service has become one of that syndicates. The judiciary is one of that criminal syndicates, Omaye. And if I say the judiciary, I mean to say the judiciary in its entirety without singling out even the good ones, because your silence makes you the accomplices of whatever is happening. We are no biabeka say I judiciary no anya judge phobia na wa we papa na wa kasa na wa hwema bone koso no. You are even the most guilty.
Nana yeti
of all that
is happening. Kwame me producer. Okwa me producer. Using by me producer. There be a minimum set microphone we are yira Kwame ne 2 year. And so citizen show front no. Menka near nyina ye pai. O ka say me ne de otutu mic no ya wode kɔ no. Why pa na ejimi for? Me mean to be. Me de me wi. But me say me producer na etu.
Yes.
Me say me social media handler na etu. Me say me producer we na etu. Mahu menya kromfo me to be. But mahu ana adwuma wura ebre. Ana adwuma ma for bre say to na bi kura ya beba na anadwe obi atu microphone no akwa akosi. Yenya microphone. Wo say ye citizen show crew ntino onka. Ye judiciary phone to onka. One nipa no otutu microphone no why pa na agimi.
Me dangbeni. Na so akanfo na kan sin bia mete se panyin tifie na mofra ewe nanka na wanka ho asem a
no amami akasa
Yebu nanka wifo a
amama akasa chese.
Oh, so you see that
What do I should say?
Akufo-Addo decided to create a criminal syndicate.
Criminals.
And he needed people from within the justice system. He needed lawyers who were criminals, lawless lawyers, because he's a lawless lawyer. He needed people from the police institution. And all along, you could tell from how he began that process in the MPP. People saw a party that was very patriotic in nature. And Akufo-Addo jumped on the back of the elephant, knowing too well, say or no, he has nothing to do with democracy. He is never democratic. When you democracy ni baako per se. So he found people, typical amongst them, only democracy ni baako kra. He is that enkofona menyini to make semak manutum na me na me penny. Penny no Jimmy to say we ya, Jimmy for we. No too far away. A friend is saying some pahini or some wine. Maybe I know some of them. Yeah, they want some yen. Way or some pahini. And these are people they got the party so deteriorated to the point say na party didn't believe in democracy any longer. I feel now quiet to say one man show. Because we got TBB you friend the Dankwa Institute. And no na govern a new patriotic party yate. Yes, see, they baba Quetia Nyoma Bonia Rollins aye in the past. That is the only reason why MPP was formed. Ne baby ne the new patriotic party aye. And it was from the days of 2007. And Akufo-Addo started here no at Dankwa Institute. No, they breed criminals. And Dankwa Institute is the only reason why you want national security. Gota national security. Because he has some kwan no mudi. BNI Nina, the same place. He was nurtured in Dankwa Institute. All these are criminal. Your friend is saying they are part of the criminal syndicate. And they always try to look for people that could make the Omoyano legitimate and look
morally right.
Yes. So Yakofa Kwasiampeni ya ono so mpese de na adwene be ya adwuma. Obi a wo ye friend is Kandapa wo animonyam se hwe ene wadane te se ayi me hu ne kura pa na no ye mbobo. Ofu yi kura poso ofa so because if you misbehave like this, if you are the national security your friend is saying minister of this country and this is how the country is being plunged into chaos and you see it with dark space and you don't comment. You see all these justices misbehave and fool about. You don't comment. Till that day now, Adenibedi Chino, that is where Kandapa would realize, say, he could be a victim and not us. We are already victims of your stupidities. We have been victims for how many years? 8 years. We have been victims of what? Of your terrorism. Then I'm fine. Aduma me be a crow be Albania Diane Dino. And you make crampo, me cram, fine, a big cram, I don't even need it. Obina Obama Jumana Obenya Juma, why no Mungu Nejuma? You have terrorized every Ghanaian. You have impoverished all of us to the point, say, you wanted us to come to you and say, or fire best didi. I mean, I say me a chance. Who can that Brabe now? Say, be in your for no more, and can Brabe and Wabo. Akufo-Addo na mu no osre 2016 ya osre one Kandapa kan ofrata no mo sre wo street mu obi anye momo kra me ya ante no 1 cedi a obi an recharge credit ama ya ante no 1 cedi a onya aduane ni onta jollof ne corn beef no wadi. You are beggars. Gabi no mo kids be kro ntimi ntwa ne rent na tare nyina ato atete ni coat ba ko bi da bia utim say mu aye white efi flat timu no akọ hange. What to be grand call London because in Atari. No can. Fools! Nana be way or ton shirt a gunicon who Phoebe or ton shirt and that's Biba G. Mama G shirt. What Jacka to now? Back pin. What Jacka? These are people puppets. I mean, because they are useless people, Akufo-Addo always looks out for people who are yes men. And you know this a judge for na kwatena who ya judge power ko school na papa pay school fees. Now unim nyansa pa wet your sorter. Would you give such foolish judgments? Would you give such foolish rulings?
Obia releases statement. Eya wono na ekire se mo befa. Na di pakro ntimi atwa no hase aba be kan say wo say.
When of course you have an attorney general was I a minister for injustice or no to me ko ka kire obi say me baba be ma ni wa me no be awe me no be hyehyɛ ho ukokota say that koji excuse duty say I sick duty say me yare na me ntimi ma court na me say that baba ye na wo ya me ye de your friend is saying to force ya tum where you minister as your minister. Now we have a fool, a very stupid system. We have a fool as a president. This is what is happening.
Now Odrin Wadrin Bonne say or your minority leader or your MP na onua no so wunya okodemu a ope na wani age na abra okọ man bi so a even the opposition any the also han obi apese obi akoso na the more leadership akoso no e mo man tumpon hwadwemboni a odete office.
Meanwhile, this is the person asem UK ya akodi asem na tikwa wantimi anko because he doesn't know the judge. He doesn't know any law. We born for we no bit me catch him say onim nyansa. Nyansa be na we trim. How? Any judge na onim na a whole Supreme Court judge. Etimi ne akwa we kwose ho no wafre no e de na ba ne fie no wo chere how on conduct case. The whole Supreme Court justice. Then all these people are still at post. Then you want me to believe that we have a justice system in this country? It is a criminal syndicate. Criminal syndicate.
Problem.
Criminals, thieves, Nazi wreckers. Then you have a party with the name New Patriotic. What is patriotic about a party? No. What is patriotic about the MPP? How is this patriotism? So, Kwabena, it's a very good clown call, but sometimes it's not just okay when you hear M24 talk. Maybe I believe in action. I believe in good action, legitimate action, action that will create a whole tension about remedy the situation now because ya near tete ho no phone ball asuja ebedu baby no kwabna minu mienu ebi kura mpo a studio ampo ye ntimi kura anya say ye ba ne abekasa say obi nya de wo ye because me there I'm always in the street you are
but listen kwabna sesi ano
where is getting to no
o my madwene say ya fasika now figures are almost say from almost research nyina kire say they will lose enti semetra won near be prosecute me there. Let me provoke the system. Eja tomu a ebi anyame ye madom a manyaku ya because you omo principle is that yes me obusuan Ghana but the best yedi me to me kwa na yedi betum. It is a me nkwa me aduane na abusuan na se a what is it?
All right. You know sometimes
when Jemensa quickly are changing the school. You omo Africa Ghana.
Where you omo ko?
When you matter in where you omo Africa say. Barely like 3 weeks or 4 weeks ago. Okay, the day no better.
What I say so, Kwabra, maybe me say whatever there is. I mean about Nindia with security mono, and this is way ahead. Me say no, me only hope in this country, NDC, and John Mahama. Oh, I'm not trying to underplay the roles of. My former boss, Alex Martin, and all those people. But I have always wished, you know, sometimes they tell me that wishes are not horses. Oh, them beggars like me, I would have been riding the horses all the days of my life because I've been wishing. Say, and KWABENA, a very solid and formidable alliance of all the others, especially those who believe in unionism. Like, I mean, we could be that Abuari friend is saying, who say good governance advocacy group ye logo no the design here no or the funtum funafu denchem funafu and a logo no. We can be diverse, but there is diversity in unity for progress. Ultimately. So I have always been of the belief, say, yes, it could be a wish. Sometimes wishes can come into being. I mean, in unison and kababwa. However, because intimi memuno, I'm not downplaying Muro, but say a transine analyze your my way, baby. A year call now we share a binum fu enti omuntimi hu no krenka. Nipa ba kwa mitimi di ne ho ya pa ya kwabre Japan no. Ne ho asem besi mitirimu a me hu na asama boda mumpo. Che se utimi hu se nkwase afon kwa na se se o mabeji party no a se se no kodua ene your friend say samye wukunom Eradi nyame ena che se no omo remote control empanifo omo party nim enyasafo bia che se enyasafo na sa anopei me share MP your friend say efijasi MP ni video kwamna na me share duka na bibusa mo say so is this still the MPP that we formed? That can I kwabra say can I pay say obi a MPP MP. Now we have Apreku, she Felix Owusu Japan nom, she Anane, SK Boafu. She SK Boafu de she Akufo do krampa no Jimmy Kra wo mu no de she. Wo de she ka so obi a MPP MP. I mean, you could see some at least. So how come the party has been just Jesus Christ. Anyway, Kwabra, my last but not the least, after all is said and done, me hune say the akoswo in respect of democracy have no a crucifixion of justice. They are weaponizing our justice system. Now it has become almost a slaughterhouse where the slave master takes the opponents too, just for crucifixion. My suggestion is very simple. Whatever the client call, maybe I will join. I look forward to them arresting all of us. At least, if that will calm the hearts of many, I want them to arrest all of us. The police has become a very lawless institution. I've always cautioned that violence begets violence. Lawlessness begets lawlessness. Even though I'm not preaching that people should be lawless, I think sometimes a tit for tat brings us to the table for a cool discussion. I will not preach violence. However, I suggest, sir, we begin the visitation of our people in multitudes. At least it will draw the attention of the whole world on the menace and demonstration and get it trumpeted properly so as for us to know who benefits from what, especially when we know that we have a president who has set out to do what he calls community mining. Who benefits from the community mining? Kwabra, why a media jumache? Abayansi will two galam say, community mining a senyo no na a benefited from community mining na. Ye two mining no a ye mining na jumani we are proceeds of the mining on patcho we declare to the state say abayane community mining na all ye no. Enye na Ghana fu nyina du yaw nye na Ghana fu nyina Daniel Skafu yo. It is that is why you see that the one that you claim is the Galamseya will not be fighting those who are fighting against them. What's one and Crawford say, Mama say, license over 1,500.
ena Ghana obiara su say ko obiara say here no one money for 1,500 license plus A2 community mining.
No cry license at the moment. You move to as part of one company.
When what call your book?
And I say first come do book no mu two omo de ko
book no in a company send a no my book no company send a no my
32 yeah, I think so.
Are they not all working?
Courage easy matters arising.
Daruma me Bobie me de se impanyifo asha se kasa na no ye call meeting with Peace Council and some of us didn't mean West at all. Oh yes, ya bobo mu kire omo say na in particular
go Peace
Council meeting, yes. Omo set up a working group on elections. I kushia omo. And Mr. Tifree, the appointment of Nana Tobra as National Security, National, is it first now BNI?
National Bureau for Investigation.
Yes, Bureau of National Investigation. So National Investigations Bureau. NIB.
Se boni no mu bedini nti no person se said din.
Se Nana Tobra no Dankwa Institute boss. At a point. MPP nipa
mapa.
And boss ne Gabi Asaro Chredako. Afama ya chino ekoho. Enunko danchen Edward Asmani. Former Dankwa Institute boss. And also Yayino as National Security Coordinator. To the two intelligence arms no nyina ye MPP for ne do matwa na yasen akọ select former Tescom patron University of Ghana. Tescom ne students wing of NPP. Nti onye member of NPP aunt me mayor mu patron.
Tertiary student wing.
Yes. Yedina be deputy EC. Na yasen akọ fa Regional Director for Communication and Research. Apia hine Bono region. Yedina be deputy EC. Let me say all of these are happening.
Anna MPP Deputy IT Director. Aya consultant MIEC. Anna Omakwakofa David Asante. Ona Owo Ghana Publishing Company. Ona be publish EC ballot papers no.
Na nenti a meka nsem we nyina e kire omo ne se ana me bisa se peace a process. Peace after election. Then you see leading up to and during the election. Ano ana wuhia. Nti we nyina kosui mpanyifo mo atibi mo hu bi. Ebia na mo ntie nti na maka ne ha. Mo na mo ato nsa afra yen. Ana makeka nyina. For the first time in the recruitment to the National Army, for the first time, you publish notice for recruitment. You be says you last year recruitment, no, there's a backlog waiting list. And no na fiwe here they go. Meanwhile, recruitment is seasonal. Ye yena se amfawa oko ye sem biemu a obes
go through the same process.
The same process. Ebia na some health challenge being tina one from CC and wato different regions now. So for the first time yet say no
be cry no wood here. She say white
tintin nyina. Inti nyama we si nyina no is a threat to the peace of this nation after the elections. But Peace Council Papa Penyimba Koka Sembia Mete na se o se se ne wa sisi na se mene minua panyi list wa pu na se bobie anhwemu ye immediate ye a wan hwe no koka se sha se a o hweni o se hey carry just sakiki that your friend meeting kra member mediation meeting kra member nti anu nti na bebre no ye nti omonka o radio clearly with the EC.
But 2016 you said the music no music pattern to kwano.
Yes, I think Professor Asante.
One kind
Emmanuel Asante.
Professor Emmanuel Asante.
Then I appear stadium in circle one no. Or so broad here.
I think say or no modus operandi as an individual no. And amboa. Okay, say Gaza war AC. Anthony Blinken, Secretary of State. Eke kan simbibre about Israel calling at Israel afraid and Netanyahu said he will no longer listen to the United States. Omo friend of meeting be crown. And that means that it is broken beyond repair. And untina in same here, yen tio monkan TV radio sooner monkan, but they are dealing with the people we say. But omo dear no because some are mediators. But beyond omo there are other bodies like the Council of State. They don't have that restriction. Because I'm two president for me boy. I'm president I'm two for as a council. I'm just salary bosumi bia me boy. I'm was staffers. Me the idea I'm yes and no. Madam Jamensa. The peace of this country after election no nyina jira ni so senia ye papa nya hotama ko ka kire ni kunu no. I think it is the simplest and the best advice ever. Do the right thing.
Simple.
Say let your wife do the right thing. Na sa President Akufo-Addo modus of Oprandi say ye be ye bone no ne ya pe eminent personalities. Edi akata sumo so let's talk like peace no. I feel it to not work. Enye juma. Na de bia eme de se yeri lanchamatin. Asemo a ode tu du anu nti ofi MPP mu no. From that time na bepem na he is every day proven right. The lawlessness. Yam famra nye juma. Kra mra de ichi. Ye chinukre
we are no point to say who did matem na who why lawless person na go to omam no o say madam kan kire
na
me mo abaso me nyeje so
na GJA president akokan speech o
na don say ko wonani
o jina ho na o keka kasatia me ase some emperor bi ana edi na esi yakonso inti sanyama we a waye nyina no for me no building the building blocks to rig elections.
Building the building blocks
to rig elections.
Meaning what?
Say election no any event to
a process.
A process. Inti osha process no hwana no hu behia security. Inti men compromise ho. Problem ayenye nyina is intimi nye auditing nyina is because sa transfer of votes in fact tema abena beti we win this election with strategy people for nyina kan again inti call bia ebekwa etia sa regen to say audit omum peti me information a me saka nyina kire say sa transfer data no we nyina apia hini se na hye na motuom. Yes, regular staff for away senior will be any access. ɛhyɛ ne motuom na mo yɛ saa no na sɛ de aba to bɛso na me mɛkɔ ayaso west wogon sɛ me kɔtoma ba o legon na me duru hɔ na me din nim me kyeke ayɛsɛ me din ɛwɔ tepa a me nkɔ yɛ transfer bia me nkɔ bia hɔ sɛ me transfer me vote tepa me ni hwe yɛ wɔ hɔ o ka sɛ de ne besi nti dia koso nya no, it is threatening the peace of the nation,
which they don't care.
but sisi ano omo de omo nke a sofo a wutie yen you must care. Yes, imam a wutie yen you must care. Kwesi de bia wugina opopet na wu preach a se oka no mutibi no mu hu se enye se bio movement for change na NDC for pe na meka no abesi sansem hunu na omudi no oman mu ha no beka no kre bia no ne abrando ye chi no kre obinya ka no kre pe ne abrando no hwe bobie sisi ano Ghana Medical Council NDC, Nurses and Midwifery Council NDC, GJA NDC, UTAG NDC, more strikes
organized labor.
Just said you okanu krebia no ne atago
sir odwadini wono nani tua say this wonya 17 cedis ansa no nya $1 e dia ko Dubai aba okaya so ya NDC ni
yes na uwi a na po akontina yiso podium so say want to koko mu omo to koko mu from 300 to 3,000 plus. No be so almost say satama koko ye 300 no na dollar to seed na esen exchange rate na adwini nyina
na me kokan ya oswe ya
NDC ni
mama bi bese wasu na ni pare nyina ya NDC for de ne so akonya no so na fama
so e ade na ko aba
say di pa Ghana for
yes ni nyina the only thing na omuchi eye no kre meba me nam kwan so be ya me so for frame ya frame no adenti na carriage sa adenti no bisa say waye den no so you say ni okase tiem pipi no bisa say de oka na no kra na nya no kre question me so for bisa no oh na so na se no ka party no ho no say asem no oka no eye no kre ana say enye no kre
party in US Ghana
say omo loyalties no wahu party and President Kufuor creed no your party right or wrong
whichever
that's
way.
What he said. Yes. Your party right or wrong whichever way
do they do
yes.
With or without
you remember there was a time when Bawumia had started his campaign, his bid against Bosch.
Yes.
Now o rebuke Bawumia say you have to come and use my
party.
Yeah. my record for
yes.
your campaign. Into no munya isa mo attack me record no. Na kwabia Japan so timi akotra TV3 say ono the patriotism to his party.
Yeah, mama said video no.
Oh, I saw. Where they say TV3 platform is.
And as he said them people Galamsey People's Party.
Galam say
People's Party. Nanya Galamsey People's Party member of parliament. Etimi gina ho. Na you see omo kasa sebe minim say omo ti omo ho a. Wo see NDC for na akofa foreigners. Minister of Defense say o useless. Say immigration useless. Police service. Edio mo akọ nsuo mu.
Yes.
So mo nko say nsuo.
Kwachi wo mo yi.
Wo wie yen so.
Debi na NDC for kro no unimo mo. But said they should be arrested.
No, was you no cramp no say NDC ni no. Yen chi omo ne yen chi omo china. Are you?
Wait.
Also a doctor.
Now, the whole NPP manifesto, 260 pages. Galamsey 3 times. The word Galamsey okay 3 times. Inti osho mwa na se oshe senia mubumani we ya anybody obetna se adwin say NPP be ye bibia for Galamsey ho no. What that down because my catch playing. Yenye ne tena yenjai. Adentia the whole Galam stop operation halt ni nyina no was done senya be ya MPP for
no ma pam mo order na
ha nti ebedi MPP for nsima MPP we mu pe ani eja ntokwa no na de ehye kra se okoka ye se party hia sika me bisa asemu NPP what quarters assistant
CDC ono nya president for that room
ho kra chen
after no ensesa ye wa say what is say you investment package bi da ho investment fund bi omo ye party hia sika pa omo di sika kogum no ani de be hwe party ma nothing like that. So ya take force personality bi no na individuals e de yom hu yie na ewie na wo young person ya ka cho se kona ko defend na fuela o de be transport ho
share PP communicator no just no mo bo
until there is nothing like party enya party bia ye individuals almost selfish interest entia na it's about me committed to Galamsey and Kwakoyi Mrekuduka.
You okra pickers. You okra pickers.
As the coordinator.
Onwani Chromo. Forest da ho. Dumping pepper sa. No one want me a boy ko forest. No the signboard akosi wonum community mining. And konfo kra mo site dada. Wakwa pam mo. Ama nipa for tewu.
Na onim say sisi ano there is no difference between illegal mining and small scale mining. Yes. Difference because Yaman Crawford license and omo mining without care, almost sensuo, almost sense as they have been licensed. Until they were illegal and they were illegal. Different thing.
I have no mammy more kakra. Mr. MPP for 2 minutes. MPP for a forest reserve. And the ama MPP in penning for. And you know, kakra be greedy ones, you know. And no more grassroots, no. Any near coso. And no more pretending as if say, or more fighting Galamsey. Because Professor from Pomboatian somewhere didn't know up. Say, forest reserve. Won't to me ya go to him. Ediko go ni TV so catch a Ghana for you now say, or no go to chain will be. I Galamsey. And he didn't come out to me, Konya, and to me, won him. Namo na ni abro ye campaign na ene Galamsey ho bambo no obo nti mumiema a distinction meda the two we nim say boys na omo de tete basic ne gala enkrofo mining fund di wi na makotutu kakraka nyom na esensuo no tano enna kwayem ofi enna kwayem pra enna kwayem na bepie ensuo ni nyina da kwayem kobra oni so omo de ato atan so time. Oh. Say on mama times when you say
Apple cry say apple.
Ain't na dia na esie no. Enye youth na sam etiese no mo say ya bandi Galamsey a ye velus kabre. Akufado ni akufado ko a. Wa na eso okopata. Enwan say akufado agya ko. Eye presidency na etu Galamsey. Enti ye him the military. Ye him the police. Ye him obi a olisowe. And one say Akufo-Addo Beka say, me candidates now Mutu Galamsey, parliamentary candidates are Mutu Galamsey, ministers are Mutu Galamsey, me na me commander in chief, me na me appoint him, every na koye Mutu Galamsey biu. Kobra a word communication MPP here. Beside that, nothing is happening. Tiyabesre, niasre biu say, you for no, mum panic, nyamoni eka, a MPP pennyfu Mutu Galamsey, and yes, almost stop. Into a moment demonstration or match or matum. As a meaning, I don't know.
Live on Accra 100.5 Citizen Show. Nana Akwaba.
Yeah, KWABENA.
You will do Accra.
Yeah, fast dama abuafo. Yeah, wama so ya sini. 8 years ago opposition.
Ye video ya no. Video no ho sisi ya. Na edru quarter ena nke be video na kire o. Omo de mask e sheshe o manim. Police for 8 ekuta tuo. Komo me pani akume. Me da say so no na me hu say police for at the matna